Wait. Wow. Hey everyone, it's your girl LouderCreates, and thanks for tuning into my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my ancestry DNA. So you saw in the description, I am Liberian. If you don't know the history of Liberia, I definitely encourage you to look it up. But if you don't want to do that, I'm going to sum it up for you really quickly. So basically, when slavery ended, they, being some white man, I don't know who, but basically they Christopher Columbus Liberia. So basically they go to West Africa, they found this piece of land where people are already living, and they discover it and they say, okay, great, this is going to be the place where once slavery ends, if slaves want to return back to Africa after slavery ends, they can return back to this area called Liberia. So I don't think any slaves were forced back when slavery ended, but they were definitely highly encouraged to go to this area. So basically when slavery ended, you had a lot of former slaves from America and like Barbados go to this area that they call Liberia. So if you think of the name Liberia and the word like liberation, that's where the idea comes from for the name Liberia. So freedom of the slaves, that's where the idea comes from. If you look up the American flag versus the Liberian flag, they are very, very similar. And if you're ever wondering why, that's basically why. So basically they refer to these former slaves as Americo-Liberians. And so when they came to Liberia and they have your native Liberians, these two groups of people clash like heavy. So basically the Americo-Liberians thought that they were better. They learned the white man's way of life. So they tried to bring about those same things into this area of Liberia. And so they started oppressing a lot of the native, not a lot, but they started oppressing the native people the same way that they had been oppressed and enslaved when they were formerly slaves. And this led to a lot of tensions. A lot of times when a leader came into power, it was a Americo-Liberian, and a lot of the laws and stuff that they would pass would oftentimes oppress the native Liberians. So basically this conflict between the native Liberians and the Americo-Liberians led to two civil wars. And if you look up Liberia and look at the conditions, y'all, it's honestly very, very devastating. This country has not even recovered yet from all the destruction that's gone on for decades. So yeah, that's just a piece. Go ahead and look it up if you want to learn more. I'm probably missing some information. So my family is a part of the native Liberians. So my mom and dad are both in the Crew tribe. If you don't know about the Crew tribe, definitely go look them up because they also have a very complex and interesting history. But I'm going to sum it up for you guys. So basically the Crew tribe is a very, very aggressive tribe. If you talk to anybody that's from West Africa that know, if you mention the Crew tribe and they know about it, they know Crew tribe is very aggressive. So when it came time for people to come over and get slaves from Africa, they did not mess with the areas that the Crew tribe was populating. They tried it though. They tried to come to the area where the Crew tribe was, and the Crew tribe was not playing any games. They fought back. A lot of times they would kill themselves before handing themselves over. So after a while, they're just like, okay, you know what? We're not gonna, when we want slaves, we're gonna leave these Crew people alone because they are aggressive, they're crazy. We're not trying to deal with all that. And so in a lot of ways, the Crew tribe is seen as warriors because they continuously fought back to the point where they weren't messed with anymore. And of course, I'm not saying that other groups didn't fight back because I'm sure every group did put up a fight, but I'm just explaining the history behind the Crew tribe of its own. I mean, the girls are aggressive, the men are aggressive. Like, it's just a very aggressive tribe. So I just love knowing where that aggressive, I'm not aggressive, but I can be. So I just love having that fighter spirit inside of me and knowing where that comes from. So basically I know two things. I know that I'm Liberian and I know that my family's history goes back to the Crew tribe. And so now I'm wondering what Ancestry DNA is going to say. So I'm pretty sure everything's going to show that I am African. I don't think I have any other country in my DNA, but it's gonna be interesting to see. If anything, just looking at some of the features of like my grandparents and like my mom, I would think maybe that there might be like an East African in there or something like that, but I really don't know. My kitten, and I'm just gonna go ahead and send that off in the mail. And once I get my results back, I'll be back up here and I'll share my results with you guys. Hey guys, so I'm back. I got my results back in. So a couple of things happened. So for one, I had to resubmit my DNA sample because I didn't read the instructions carefully. And it says do not eat or drink within an hour of sending in your sample. And I don't know if I did it. I'm pretty sure I probably did or didn't. I don't know, but I had to recently resend in a sample that did delay the process. I'm very nervous to open this up. I don't know why. It's not that serious. Maybe it is. I don't know. I downloaded the app on my phone, so I'm just gonna go ahead and open that up and see what it says. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? Okay. What? Hold on. Wait. Wow. Okay, so 51% Ivory Coast, Ghana, 38% Mali, and 11% Benin, Togo. Wait, does that add up to? Yeah, 51. Yeah, that's 100%. Wow. Okay. Well, um, Ivory Coast, Ghana doesn't shock me. Ivory Coast is right next to Liberia, so it doesn't really shock me. I have to probably look up and see how old Ivory Coast is. I believe Liberia was established in like 1822, I want to say. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I have to look and see. Mali? Wow. I gotta call my mom.
Hello?
Mom, I got my results back.
Okay. What are you?
Okay. It says 51%. It says Ivory Coast, Ghana. But that doesn't surprise me because Ivory Coast is right next to Liberia.
Yeah.
And then guess what? I'm 38% Mali.
Wow. Go ahead. Ghana, Mali, no Liberian in you?
And then 11% Benin, Togo. Okay, so I just looked closer to the map and I'm gonna probably put it up somewhere on the side. But if you look, the Liberia is actually, so they highlight a region referred to as Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Liberia is actually in that area. So I'm pretty sure that that 51% of the Ivory Coast, Ghana region is my Liberian part and my history. So yes, but I still do have some questions about where Mali is coming from. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. This is gonna have to sit in. I'm gonna have to do a lot of research and see. But if you guys know more than I do about any of these regions, please feel free to comment down below. I'm sweating. Okay. Well, good news is I'm 100% black. I don't know why I said it like that. Good news, I'm 100% black, which I'm really happy about. I pretty much predicted that I would be, but now that I see it, I'm just like, yes. I don't think I've ever met anyone from Mali. I'm gonna look up people from Mali. So basically I paid like an extra 10 and basically I filled out some of my features like my hair and like just like they asked me all these like weird questions about like, oh, like what does your hair texture look like, do you have a unibrow, your finger length, and so they're gonna try and like estimate based off my DNA what they think I would look like. So I just want to share some of these with you guys. So this one's funny. Based on my DNA, that they suggest that I would have naturally wavy hair. Obviously, well, this isn't mine, but y'all know what my hair looks like. If you don't, go to one of my other videos. My hair is not wavy. I am type 4C hair, and that is the furthest thing from wavy. So Ancestry DNA, you're wrong. Let's see what else they got. Okay, freckles, y'all, you should already know. Okay, yes, they got it right. I'm freckle free. Oh, okay, this is cool. So it says it looks like based on my DNA, I'm extra sensitive to savory flavors, which is actually very true. I don't really like salty stuff, and then also whenever I consume salt, my feet swell really bad. I mean, they pretty much acknowledge the fact that DNA can be right or wrong in terms of features and stuff. They're like, it's completely normal. I guess they're just trying to cover their ass. But when you get something as wrong as my hair type, when I am all the way type 4C, unibrow, they think I don't have a unibrow, and I do. One day I'm gonna be brave enough and come up here and let you guys see my fully grown unibrow. And maybe one day I'll even rock that as a look. Okay, well, Ancestry DNA. Thanks for telling me I'm black. I didn't figure out, I don't know what Ancestry DNA test Oprah took, but I want that way because I know when Oprah did her Ancestry DNA, she found out she was Liberian and that she was in fact from the Pele tribe. I think what I'm gonna do next is try the African Ancestry DNA test and then compare and see what they have to say. If you've done the Ancestry DNA test before, please comment below and let me know if your results were accurate or contrary to what you thought they might be, and let me know. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Spells on the beat. Tiwa Savage on this one, yeah. Whiskey, do you want mama? Make it animals to tingle.
This kind thing I never see, yo. My pressure, they high got me down, whoa, whoa.